Record.
Yes, you're welcome. This is the continuation of the correction that we started. We are moving on to question 3. Now, question 3 of the test that you just recently did is a question about, hire purchase. And I thought it would be a good idea I make a separate video for it so that you can go through and you see where you went wrong and how you need to fix it, so that you will not, do the wrong thing next time should a similar question come. So I will be sharing with you a screen so that you can see the question for yourself in case you don't have a copy for you, rather a copy with you right now. So yes, this is the question. It's question 3. It's saying, Kim wants to buy herself a new television. She looks at her finances and realizes that she does not have the money to buy a new TV, and now she decides to buy a TV on hire purchase agreement. Now, what is hire purchase agreement and what is this question trying to introduce us to? Now, the thing with hire purchase agreement is that you identify the thing that you need, okay? You decide that, yes, this is what I want. Then you make arrangement with the supplier. You go to the shopping mall or, to the electronic shop or somewhere. Then you tell the person who is selling the item that, look, I really don't have that much money with me, but I would like to make a deposit, okay? I want this TV. I would like to make a deposit. I want to place some amount of money right here with you. Then I take the TV, I be using it. Then I will be paying you monthly, okay? So that is it with hire purchase. You agree with the shop owner or with the supplier, you make a deposit for, some agreed amount called the deposit, the initial installment. Then after that, you are given the what? You are given the item you're looking for. Then as you are given the item you are looking for, you will now have the obligation to pay monthly for the amount of money remaining. Now, that is the type of agreement that Kim is entering, okay? She needs a new TV. She does not have the money to buy the TV on cash. And so she has got to go through this arrangement. So now the thing here is, this TV on cash price is what? 12,999. But if you don't have the cash like Kim, then you have got to go through this arrangement where you pay, okay, by a hire purchase, you pay 14% deposit. That is the initial deposit. The initial installment is 14%. The first amount of money you are going to pay before you take the TV, we are calling the initial deposit. It's what? It's 14% of the cash price. And then later, there is this need to pay 24 equal monthly payments or installments, which will add up to what? 13,991,39. So here is the question. Well, the description of the TV is here. Item number is given, brand is LG, the price is there, it's 60-inch, FHD plasma, it's HDMI, type 2 ports for HDMI and 1 port for what? For USB. Then, 2 channel speakers and 24 monthly warranty. Yeah, so 24-month warranty. That means, after a period of, less than 24 months, you can still have some exchange made in case, you discover this is not what exactly was described while they are what? Selling it to you. So yes, the first question here is, calculate how much Kim would pay for the deposit. Calculate how much Kim would pay for the deposit. So now to find out how much Kim will pay for the deposit, we have to get to this description here. It's been given that deposit is what? Is 14%. So it's 14% of the cash price. How do we get that? Well, let's move on to the page where we are going to have it easy to write stuffs. So this is the page where we are going to be what? We are going to be writing things. So we are supposed to calculate how much Kim would pay for the deposit. Well, the amount of money that Kim would pay for the deposit is going to be 14%, okay? So it's going to be 14% of the cash price. Yes, this is how we write it. So mathematically, 14% is going to be 14 divided by 100, okay? That's 14%, 14 divided by 100. Of is now multiplication, the cash price, which is what? The cash price is 12,999. So how much is that going to be? Well, got to use this calculator. Just make it small enough so that it can fit in here, yes. So this is the calculator that we would like to use. So it's 14%, 14% is 0.14 that we have to multiply with what? With 12,999. Yes, this is going to be 1,819. So it's 1,819, comma what? Comma 86. So yes, this is the initial deposit. This is the first amount of money. This is the amount of money that has got to be paid before installment can be what? Before before the TV can be taken home. So Kim will first pay this amount of money. Then after paying this amount of money, Kim will be allowed to take the what? To take the TV home. Yes. The next question is calculate how much Kim will have to pay every month. Now, we have been given that after making the initial deposit, which is 14%, she will have to make what? 24 equal monthly payments, which will add to the value of 13,191, what? 39. So to find out how much Kim will pay, to find out how much Kim will pay, what we will do is we will have to divide 13,191,39 by 24. That will give us the what? That will give us the monthly payment that Kim will have to make. And so that will, well, let's have it right away here. So the monthly installment by 24, we are dividing 13,191, comma what? Comma 39. Yes, that is what we have. And when we divide these two, what do we get? Well, let's get it right away. To be divided, this is what? 13,191, comma 39, that we have to divide by 24. This is going to be 500 and what? 49. So it's 549, comma what? 64. Yes. So this is the monthly installment that Kim will have to what? Will have to make. Now, hire purchase is really a good deal because, you make the initial deposit. Then the only thing now remaining is for you to, have to pay in monthly installment, which kind of reduces the pressure on you. So you notice it's a lot easier to acquire an item, even if it's a very expensive item. For example, look at this item, which is up to approximately 13,000 in cash. But now she's being allowed to pay 550 approximately, 550 every month. That is something that, a lot of people can afford. So yes, this mode of payment is really a good one. Or this mode of transaction, it's a good one. It's a little bit similar to lay-by, but not the same. Well, the next question is, calculate the total amount that Kim will pay for her new TV on hire purchase agreement. The total amount that Kim will pay for her new TV on hire purchase agreement. Well, on hire purchase agreement, the total amount will be the deposit that Kim will have placed, plus the what? Plus the monthly installment, which will give us a value of 13,191 altogether. Okay. So in other words, the deposit, okay, plus the deposit plus the monthly installment over a period of 24 months would give us the total amount that Kim will have to pay. In other words, Kim in total will have to pay 1,000, which is the deposit, okay? 819, what? 86 plus the 24 monthly installment, which amounts to 13,000, okay? Which amounts to 13,191, 13,191, what? 39. And so this one will give us the total of, right away, check on our calculator. This is 1,819,86 that we have to add to 13,191, what? 39. Yes, this will give us 15,011. So this is 15,011, what? 15,011,25. Yes. So in total, this is how much Kim will have to pay. Yes, there is a difference, you know, when you're buying something on credits or on hire purchase, or you pay for it later, you normally get charged more. And sometimes because of the risk involved, you know, especially when you're taking the item, what if you lose it? You know, what if you're terminated? You know, what if something happens? You know, the equipment breaks down. So yes, much as normally those things don't happen, but just to be safe, you have to pay that interest. So the next question is, how much interest will Kim pay for her new TV on the hire purchase agreement? How much interest will Kim pay for her new TV on the hire purchase agreement? Well, now, here we will use the formula A equals to P, okay, into 1 plus IN. Now, this formula can also be written as A equals to P into 1 plus I, this time written as R out of 100. Okay, this time written as R out of 100. Like that, times what? Times N. Yes. So this is the formula that we use because we are looking for the interest. Since we are looking for the interest, the amount of money over this period of 2 years is the amount of money over this period of 2 years, okay, is this 13,191. Okay, this is the price. Because now this interest thing, the interest is only going to be on the monthly installment. The interest is not part of the initial deposit. If it was part of the initial deposit, we would include what? We would have up to 15,000. But this one here is not included. The initial deposit is not included. We are simply dealing with what? This 13,000 as our amount, which is supposed to be this period of 2 years. Then the principal, well, the principal in this case is going to be, well, this amount here. No, not this amount. It's going to be this amount, which is 12,999 minus this other one here. Okay. So that is going to be, well, let's just check it real quick. How much do we have? We have here 12,999 minus 1,819, what? 86. Yes, this will give us 11,179. 11,179, what? 79,14. Yes, so that's the principal. Then now, well, let me just remove the error just to make the calculation a little bit easier. Then now, the next thing we are going to be dealing with is the quantities inside the bracket, which is 1 plus, okay? 1 plus the rate. Remember, the rate, the interest rate is what they're asking for, how much interest. That value R is what they're asking for. So it's going to be R divided by 100 times what? Times N, and N is 2. That is the number of times 2 years, yes. So from here, the task at hand is to find the value of R. How do you find the value of R? We could make it a little bit easier. We transfer this 11,179 onto the left-hand side. Not just transferring, we will have to divide through, okay? We will have to divide what is on the left-hand side, which is 13,191, okay, 39. We have to divide this by 11,179, what? 14. Then on the right-hand side, we are now going to be having 1 plus 2R, okay? That is 2R divided by 100. So we'll be having here 2R divided by 100. So now this way, we can, progress with our calculation until we find the value of R. You can surely see that this one can be moved to this side. Let's first divide this quantity and we see. So we'll be having 13,191, okay, what? 39, that we are now dividing. We are now dividing with 11,179, 14. That way gives us 1,18. So we have 1,18 rounded to 2 places of decimal. Then we transfer this one the other side, now equals to. So what we have on the right-hand side, this side is going to be R divided by 50. That is when we divide the 2. We divide the numerator, which is 2, by the denominator, which is what? Which is 100. We will get R divided by 50. So from here, it's going to be a little bit easier now, because the next thing we now want to do is, to find the value of the value of R. Now this one here gives 0.18. So in our next step, we'll be having 0.18 that we have to multiply with the 50 in the process known as cross multiplication. This should give us the value of R. And so finally, what do we get here? Well, 0.18 times 50 gives 9. Yes, gives 9. So 9% is what we have got for the rate. 9% is what we have got for the rate. Now, the next thing that we want to do, okay, the next thing that we want to do is to find the value of, is to find the solution to E. And what is it? Well, calculate the interest rate that Kim gets charged on the TV. Calculate the interest rate that Kim gets charged on the TV. Is that not what we just calculated? Let's first see. Oh, that's what we calculated. How much interest will Kim pay for her new TV? How much interest will Kim pay for her new TV? That is this solution is for E. Sorry for this. Just move it right away. This is calculating rate, not the interest that they're looking for. So we have to move this and we transfer it right away here. Yeah, this is the solution to E. Now the solution to D is the interest. Now, when we are talking about interest, it's like, by what excess are you paying for the item? Okay, by what excess are you paying for the item? The item initially is supposed to be costing what? The item initially is supposed to be costing 12,999, and you are paying 13,191. The question here is, by what excess are you paying? The excess is what we call the interest. And to calculate the interest, we will just get the difference between the two, okay? We will get the difference between the two, and then that difference that we have got, okay, is what is going to be the interest. So this is going to be 12,999. That is the price in cash. Now, how much are you paying in total? In total, you are paying, well, you're paying 15,000. We had written somewhere up, it's 15,000. Yes, it's right here. It's 15,011. That is what you're paying in total. Okay, this is what you're paying in total. Instead of paying what? Instead of paying exactly 12,000. So what's the difference here? Well, let's check. This is going to be 15,011,25 minus 12,999. Yes, so the interest is this one here. It's 2,000 and what? It's 2,012,25. 2,012,25. Yes, that is the interest. But now the next question is talking for the rate. So for the rate, this is what we have. Okay. So yes, sometimes it's good to read the question twice. It's good to do that so that you do the right question well, not the way we did it previously. So for the rate, That is it, 9%. Now the next question is asking for, how much Kim would pay for the TV if the hire purchase agreement kept the same interest rate, but the agreement was extended to 3 years. Yes, this is now the question. If the agreement is extended to 3 years, how much would it be? Okay, how much would the payment be? Now, if it is extended to 3 years, it will have been extended by what time? By 1 full year. And so we will be having 1 full year times the interest rate, which is what? Which is 9, okay? Which is 9 times the amount, which is 11,000, okay? This is 11,179. 11,179,14. So for that 1 extra year, this is going to be the rate. Then now we will add this to what we got, okay, for the 2 years. And what did we get for the 2 years? Well, for the 2 years, what we got was, let's check right up here. For the 2 years, we did the calculation. Yes, it's right here. This is what we got. That is the total cost for the 2 years. So when we put this one right here, the total cost, then we will get everything. So what is this going to be when we add? Well, when we add, this is what we are going to get. It's going to be 1 times 9 times 11,179, okay, comma 14. That we have to add this. We have to add this to 15,100 rather than 11,25. Comma 25. Yes, comma 25 like that. So what is this going to be? This is going to be 100,000. No. It's not going to be like this. This is this is 9%. I wrote it as 9. This is supposed to be 9%. This is 9%. That is 9 over 100. So let's see. This is going to be the whole thing now. We are doing the whole thing again, times 9%, which is 0.09, times 11,179, comma what? 14. This we add to 15,000 and 11,25. Yes, this gives us 16,017. 16,017 and 17, comma what? 37,37. So yes, this is how we would carry on the calculation. The question is asking for calculate how much Kim would pay for the TV if the hire purchase agreement kept the same interest rate, but the purchase was extended to 3 years. This is what we would get. Okay, so now the last question The next last question is calculate the new monthly payment over. Calculate the new monthly payments over a 3-year period. So what is this question asking for? Calculate the new monthly payment over. Calculate the new monthly payments over a 3-year period. Well, the monthly payment that we had looked at previously was 550. So this last question here is now asking for the new monthly payment. So the new monthly payment for this period of 3 years is now going to be this total amount of money which we just calculated minus the deposit. So when we look at this thing here, we notice that this one right here, which we just calculated, okay, yes, this one which we just calculated minus the deposit. And what is the deposit? The deposit is 1,819, 1,819 1,819,86, yes, 86, like that. So yes, this is the amount, and from it we have to divide what we get. Okay, so very much like after finding this, we now divide it by 36, because 3 years is a period of what? 3 years is a period of 12 times 3 months, which is 36. And so when we do this, well, what do we get? This is our calculator. So we have this amount minus 1,819,86. This is what we get. So this is 14,20 approximately. No, 14,197. 14,197,51. Yes, 51. This one now must be divided by what? By 36. So when we divide this by 36, what do we get? Let's divide it by 36. Yeah. So the thing here is, when you are paying for monthly purchase of something, okay, when you are purchasing something while you pay for it monthly, the deal here is that as the time increases, the pressure on you also reduces, because you will now be paying less and lesser. You notice over a period of 2 years, the payment was what? The payment was 200, rather was 550. Now over a period of 3 years, the payment is now 394, and 37 cents or 38 cents. That means if it's extended to 4 years, to 5 years, you would even pay much smaller. You see that? So that is how major companies at the moment are really helping South Africans, especially when you look at, for example, how cars are being bought these days. You find a car which costs like over 180,000, over 200,000, over 300,000, but you're paying for it. You're paying like, 2,500 or 3,000 every month. You find a house which is supposed to cost like 500,000 or even 700,000, but you're paying for it like 6,000 or 7,000 every month. That reduces the burden which comes with purchasing a new house, which can be so costly. if you are to purchase using your salary, you just graduated and, you have just got a job, you've worked for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, and to purchase a house of 500,000 is something which is almost close to impossible. And now comes this new investment that, you can move into the house. There isn't a problem. Just make sure every month you're paying what? Say 5,000. And you're earning like, say, 20,000, 30,000, or even more every month. So 5,000 becomes something which is really easy for you to do what? To pay for. You can be paying for a new house, you can be paying for a car, you can be paying for a refrigerator, you will have insured your phone, you have insured this, everything turns out to be a good thing if payment methods are this flexible. So yes, this is where we end for today, and this is the solution to the question 394. That's the rate for what? That's the rate, the new rate, the new monthly rate, that is 394, comma what? 394,38. Yes. So that's where we are ending for now. Next question, next lesson.